off.
Yeah. And your first Premier League game, what did you make of the performance from your team?
Yeah, look, I was pleased. I was pleased with the effort that the lads put in. I was pleased with the way they sort of reacted to everything that was going on in that first half. And second half I thought we controlled the game. Probably could have been a little bit more threatening in that front third to create some more opportunities for ourselves because we had so much of the ball. But in the context of kind of where we're at and kind of what happened on the day, I thought what's pleasing most for me was how the players reacted to it all and the effort they put in.
How was Christian Romero and what exactly happened?
Well, he got a head knock and obviously it was pretty clear, and the medical team were kind of just monitoring him as he was kind of progressing from there, and obviously then he scored with his head, and they were pretty sure that we needed to, for his own benefit, to get him off. And obviously what we know about head injuries is, for me, it's not even an issue. We just we will always err on the side of caution. Obviously Christian, the player's not the one you listen to in that situation because he doesn't know what's going on either. So I thought it was pretty clear what we had to do. Disappointed that apparently we filled out the wrong slip, that it wasn't a concussion sub, and in this day and age where what we know about head injuries, if we're going to worry about what form we fill out, I thought it was pretty clear what had happened. But anyway, hopefully he'll be okay.
Coach Sosky, you put him straight in, Mickey van der Ven. What did you make of him?
Yeah, look, obviously, we had Mickey, Destiny and Vic, three of our back five making their debuts for a club. So you kind of know that, anyone will tell you in terms of the defensive side of the game, the more understanding you have, the better you are. So we obviously took a bit of a gamble throwing them all in, but I just thought all three of them handled themselves really well. It's not an easy place to come. You get put under pressure, particularly, with balls coming into the box, and I thought they all handled themselves really well. Mickey has only had 3 sessions with us, so I could have got it sort of waited to put him in there, but my feeling is, and he's going to be a very good footballer for us, and the quicker we introduce him to Premier League football, the better he'd be.
Romero stand a chance he could be available next week?
Don't know, mate. I'm not.
I just with the protocols.
Well, exactly right, and that's where people like me should just shut up and listen to the doctors. So that's what I'm going to do, because I think we've gone beyond the stage of, managers or players trying to get funny about these things. It's clear what there are protocols. They're there for a reason, and the welfare of the player is paramount. So that decision will be made by people who know about this subject far more than I do.
And just at the beginning of the game, the players came out, it looked like a form was sort of huddled by the crowd. Was that something they came up with themselves, or you spoke to them about doing?
Nah, not me, mate. I'm not. I've got enough on my plate. It was driven by the players. I thought our supporters are outstanding today, and it's fair to say we've put them through a fair bit this pre-season, and all we can try and do is give them some hope and belief that we're going to have a season where they see a team that is going to be growing and representing the football club the best possible way. And I thought the supporters were outstanding today, and hopefully they leave the ground maybe disappointed we weren't able to get a win, but at least seeing that the players are fully committed to us trying to be a football team that makes an impact.
And is that an exciting part of that? It's obviously game 1, but you've had 69% possession, 18 shots, and it feels like naturally this team should get better when it comes to creating.
Yeah, we have to. Whatever we did today, and you never know because, and again, we haven't had an ideal pre-season, so kind of in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, as much as you have to be ready, I was concerned whether we were from a physical standpoint. I don't think we are yet, but part of that is also how the players embrace that challenge, and it was a good starting point for us today. But we need to improve, and we have to improve, and we will, and like I said, I think 2-1 down, conceding a penalty, a known goal, would have been very easy for us to drop our heads. But I never sensed that in the group. They were pretty determined to get back in the game, and I thought we did that well. And like I said, just maybe lacked a little bit of a cutting edge today.
And it's the first game since Harry left. We asked you on Friday, how the players were feeling. You said you didn't know, you hadn't spoken to them yet, and they hadn't yet. Dylan had actually gone through that point. Did you address them over this issue? Because he's obviously such a unique figure in Spurs history ahead of this game. How do you feel they coped without him today?
I think I also said that football clubs move on pretty quickly. I haven't needed to address it. I haven't needed to, give them a warm, fuzzy cuddle just to see how they are. I mean, we had a game to prepare for, and they knew that, and I think that was the important thing for us. If you felt like we were distracted, or I was distracted, or anyone else, I think you would have seen evidence of it today, particularly after, like I said, that first half, the way it went. But we showed a real resilience that we're going to need, because it's going to be a challenging year for sure. We're going to need that. When we lose our most influential defender, at 1-0, when we've already got, like I said, 2 guys making their debuts in that back 4, and then you can see goals which kind of are out of your control. Then, the fact that they showed the resilience they did, I think, is a good sign.
I'm not sure I've ever been to a game where it's been delayed because there's no water in the stadium. Have you ever had that before, and how did that affect you?
27 years of managing, mate, and that's the beauty of it. There's always something new. So, just another little byline in my autobiography, mate.
And what do you make of Richarlison up front? And do you think maybe he can lead the line? Or
Yeah. Look, I thought he worked hard today, but I felt we didn't use him enough. I thought we could have been a little bit more sort of direct to him and look for him a little bit more. He was making some good runs. He was working hard. He had a couple of half opportunities, but I thought we could have created more for him. But the key for us with Richie is just to keep, supporting him, because he's working awfully hard for the team in a defensive sense. And when we get into that front third to try and, I thought we didn't look for him enough today. Look, I've got a lot of time for him as a striker. I think he's got a lot of great attributes, and he'll always work hard for the team, and that's a good starting point for me.
Because Perez was ahead, wasn't he? Going into the detection zone, and he's coming back at Sergio Perez. Down on the inside, he cuts off the Red Bull, but gives him a calf whip. Perez forces sights out wide to the outside. They're absolutely level, going through turn 5. Round the outside, Sergio Perez has to concede.
Eric's part of this team. We left a few out today. We've left some players, on the bench today that are very good players. We need a strong squad. It's not about 11 players, and Eric's in the same boat as all the other boys. He's working hard at training. He's available for selection, and then I guess my decisions then are on what I think will get us the best chance of success for any given game, and then we reassess the week after. So nothing really unusual there.
Okay, last one, please.
Ange, a lot of added time in the first half. What were your feelings when the ball went up with 11 minutes on it, and how are you feeling generally about the prospect of much longer games this season?
I mean, I think, like I said, a fair bit went on in the first half, so you kind of understand that most of it was probably taken up by injuries. There's 4 goals, there's VAR, so you kind of understand. I don't have a major issue. I have a little bit of an issue that I think we wouldn't be playing as much time if referees hurried people up early in the game. It seems like they only hurry goalkeepers up in the last 5 minutes when they should be doing it in the first 5 minutes. And if you do that kind of stuff, then you don't need that much time. Hopefully the game flows, but from my perspective, I had a feeling there would be a fair bit. You don't want it to be a constant, because if it's a constant, it usually means there's been a lot of stoppages, and I don't think that's what we want. I think the idea of it is to play football, but not, we'd rather watch, football played at a flowing rate rather than stop, start, and still trying to get minutes out of the game. So I think the officials can help that by allowing the game to move on when it's required.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.